Hey guys, it's your friend here, Steven, and I'm a little upset. Like more than upset. I'm kind of pissed off. And the reason why I'm pissed is NCSoft. So the guys who made Blade and Soul. So we were really hoping that Blade and Soul would be, you know, free to well, at least not free, but like hopefully it would have came out for, the PS4 and Xbox One, so that way the console players could, enjoy it and have fun with the game with the people who play on the computer, like how they'd usually do. And I'm a little disappointed that we weren't able to get that. We weren't able to have fun, and we were kind of disappointed, and you know, it just, most of us are. Some of us are, most of us, and by we, I mean my people I know, especially because I have a community on PS4 called MMOs for PlayStation 4. And usually what would happen is we would get MMOs that would most likely be for the PS4, and we would talk about it, and we would have fun and play them and interact with the community, simply because the community was always hoping that there would be at least a game for the PS4, uh, like Blade and Soul, that would interest most people into playing MMOs, and allow them to gain the full experience of playing an MMO. Uh, Myself in said community and said members of community, we are, we're just that's what we do. And I'm gonna go into why I was hoping that they were gonna go to the PS4. The way that they had all the things laid out on the hotbar, or the way that they did the combat with um, using abilities and triggering abilities, you could do that with a controller layout. That actually could work with it. All you had to do was map certain buttons to certain abilities. You could still have the same number of buttons, but you would also need to make sure that you had some way of doing action combat. For example, like let's say, like the block was L2, and the uh, the attack was R2. You could tab target different mobs, or not really tab target, but like you could use R1 as well for some of the abilities, L1 for some of the abilities, and then use the D-pad to cycle through different things on the menu, plus using X, circle, triangle, and square, and have enough abilities to do that. And they didn't do that. They didn't explore using a console controller. They didn't explore, you know, planning it on the PS4 or Xbox One for the people who was hoping that it would come out for. And a lot of people, were just, they were diehard fans of the anime, and some of them was hoping that those people who watched the anime, they were hoping that they could play it on the PS4, simply because they could watch the anime. Then after they watch the anime, they could just play the game and have fun with the Blade and Soul universe. They will never get that. I don't know if I should say never, but they won't get that opportunity now to play the game that they watched the anime for. And it was really disheartening to see why the NCSoft guy is doing that. So now, I'm not saying that it's a bad idea not to have Blade and Soul just strictly be for the PC guys, but those PC guys who have the game as it is, those guys are PC elitists. They think that PC master race, and they think that the game should only be on PC, and they have no intention whatsoever of putting it on a console, simply because they are being narrow-minded about it. No, I'm not trying to accuse them of being narrow-minded. I'm just saying that right now this is a narrow-minded thinking. And it's not just NCSoft doing this either. It's other MMOs that could be used for the console. And I will make a separate video about those another time. But right now we're focusing on Blade and Soul. Because it's about a few days from the release of Blade and Soul for North America and EU. And most people just, you know, really were hoping that it would be for the console. And the graphics on the game were like really good. I mean, the graphics looked really well done for its you know, time. So I mean, yeah, they could have done better with some of the things. Yeah, they could have done better with, you know, how they implemented things. But everything looked pretty good. The crafting looked good. Dungeon Finder looked good. The PvP and arenas, they looked really well done. Like for the UIs and, you know, everything was looking really nice. And then they just told us that no, we're not gonna put it on the console. I mean, I understand why they wouldn't do it. I mean, that's risky. Putting things on a console is risky because you don't know if you'll have enough fan base for the console, but you know that you'll have enough fan base for the PC master race people, because a lot of people will play on the PC because that is usually known as the gaming computer. You know, so it's like that's that's where it's at. Um, I don't agree with that. I think all gaming should be to any platform you may choose. So like PS4, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, you know, Xbox. Even the Xbox guys should get some love too. Like the Xbox One is going to be getting DCUO soon, so that's awesome. But other than that, it really doesn't seem like they're gonna be doing that anytime soon, so, you know, keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully it goes well, and if it doesn't, well, it doesn't. And if they decide to do it, well then, you know, well then I've made this a thing for nothing. Or maybe it will help them, you know? And so, you know, it's just something that is, you know, some food for thought or things to look forward to in the future. And if things go well, well then they go well, and if they don't, they don't. I mean, because not all games are invincible or immortal. They all have their weaknesses and they all have their vices, just like all of us. We have our weaknesses and we have our you know, relapses, and maybe they'll wise up. And it's not just NCSoft that I hope wises up, it's also EA. Off topic, but that EA conversation is going to be for another video. The reason why I'm making this was because I'm kind of pissed off. So, but yeah, it seems like, what else was there? Oh yeah, and the character creation. Character creation was super well done. I mean this is probably the last bullet point, but you know, the character creation looks so fantastic. I mean, like, I was looking at it in for the details and everything, like the facials, hairstyles, hair colors. You could even change the color of your like beard. Like you could have like the crazy beard, like a Chinese beard kind of dude. So he could be like, I'm an old man, like an old Chinese master. So like if he's like a kung fu master, he looks like what was that one guy from Kill Bill? You know, he looked like that one. He would look like that one guy, the master from Kill Bill. Anywho, but I think that will wrap it up for this one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my channel on Twitch and Twitter. You know, I haven't done much with Twitter, but Twitch, and my YouTube, Stephen Malik. And yeah, so that will wrap it up for me on DCUO for now. And I will see you guys whenever. Alright, well, peace out, and fight with honor.